What is up, YouTube? That's it here, and I'm bringing you guys one more set of games for this team. Yesterday's set was so much fun. I decided, you know what? I don't normally use teams like back to back to back, but I felt this team had just a little bit more untapped potential. I wanted to give it one more run, so we're back at it with Blacephalon to see how high we can get on the ladder before the season ends. We're at the very cusp of breaking into the top 100, so join me for this journey. While we're going on the journey together, think about answering the question of the day. Let me know what your favorite Ultra Beast is. I almost mixed it with yesterday's, which was what was your favorite legendary. What's your favorite Ultra Beast? I do think that my personal favorite is probably Pheromosa, but we talked a lot about Blacephalon yesterday and how it's very slept on in the meta, and I think Blacephalon just has skills to pay the bills. I think it has really good defensive typing, really good offensive spread moves, great use of support moves as well, and I think this Pokemon is a lot better than people actually give it credit for. I think I talked about it yesterday, how you're supposed to build around your restricted, and we were able to build a team around Blacephalon that didn't cater to its #1 mind-blown gimmick that still actually functions very well. So Blacephalon's awesome. Hopefully you guys like this, and hopefully you guys wish me luck. Let's hop right into the games. Here we go. Ho-Oh versus Xerneas. Sounds terrible, man. Man, that sounds like I don't want to deal with that. I think I'm going to go Blacephalon. I think Blacephalon's pretty dope versus things like Ho-Oh. It's great versus Amoonguss. I almost like it versus Gastron too, because Gastron likes to weave in a bunch of weird moves. Vested Gastrons are really, really popular right now. But yeah, I think against Amoonguss, Hitmontop, Bisharp, Blacephalon pins hard. I think Suicune could almost be usable here. I don't have a problem with going Zapdos either. I think these two are great leads versus this board. And if we force our opponent into playing a way that we want, we'll be in a great spot. I think Xerneas still definitely has to come. And I'm thinking we probably do want the Incin. I know there's a Bisharp over there. I know there's a Hitmontop. We don't really have a way to make the Ho-Oh very weak, and we don't have a really good way to pin Amoonguss with this board. So I think Incin's going to be a great one. Hopefully it's not an Akaberry Amoonguss. But yeah, that's a great team. Really love seeing Ho-Oh. I wonder if it's going to be special Ho-Oh. One thing about that team, if we don't A, feed the Gastrodon, B, feed the Bisharp, we're probably going to be fine as long as we deal with the Ho-Oh, because that team has a lot of not so strong mons, a lot of support mons. Amoonguss, Gastro, Grimmsnarl is a ton of support. If all those mons can't break a Zapdos, right? So we'll see what we get done. Grim Ho-Oh, wow, they really want it, don't they? So they go screens into Ho-Oh? That's fine. I wonder if it's gonna be weakness policy. Oh, I could totally see that. I wouldn't be surprised to see weakness policy, weakness policy into Ho-Oh. I can Encore turn 1 and just let it do that. I think I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Ball Thunderbolt. I'll play standard. I think I'm okay with this for now. You can totally protect. I'll just Encore you. Now I want to get that Ho-Oh to around half. That's kind of where my magic place I want Ho-Oh to be at. Light Screen's totally fine. This team is all special attackers. This is gonna take me a million years to deal with. But I want to see how much damage. I'd love a Sped-F drop. That'd be really cool. I'd love a Para. I'm going for damage. That's a lot of damage. I don't think there's a reason to go after the Grim just yet. That's still great damage. Policy? No policy. Awesome. Recover. And just Encore that. Easy peasy. Look at how easy peasy lemon squeezy. So if he pops a Reflect, we're gonna Encore that too. Yeah, we're great here, and it's lefties. Awesome. This is perfect. We're just gonna Encore that Ho, and we're just gonna attack in the Grim. Encore. Thank you. Should do about 20-30% to Grim because of the light screen. Not doing a ton. I could probably switch the Zapdos out, but I like where Zapdos is on the board right now. So you can just recover till the cows come home. And next turn, you're probably going to switch that thing out. So next turn, when we nuke it, it's going to do a lot. Spirit Break, great play. And is that great play from him? So I don't really want to Encore that. But, Zapdos does have access to a lot of recovery moves. We're still going to be fine here. I think I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave into the Thunderbolt. How do I want to... I'm going to switch in my Incin. That's a great play switching this Incin here, I think. Because we have Fake Outs and Intimidates and Pivotings and things like that. So let's go. He was going to do a lot to this Grim. I'd love to get a burn. That'd be sick. So Incineroar comes in. Big Intimidate. It's intimidating the Grim. It's pretty nice, right? Pretty nice. So let's see if Ho-Oh switches out. You gotta be switching out the Ho-Oh. Whoa, he's not switching it out. Okay, I can respect that. So they're going to try and wait this out. Heat Wave. Good damage on Grim probably. Sick. Burn! I love that. Thank you. Thank you, game. I appreciate you. Nice recover, though. Appreciate you, fam. So I wonder if they do have the Grim Snarl, and not Grim Snarl, the if it's Gastro or Amoonguss in the back. I wonder which one it is. I think I can actually get away with just Heat Waving here. And I think I'm just going to just raw Parting Shot into the Ho-Oh, because it's his last Encore turn, right? I could even hard switch out. Ooh, I could do that. I could hard switch out my Bucephal and re-switch that Encore setting. That's fine. This is the last turn Encore, so yeah, it's already intimidated too. So like, I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave and a raw Parting Shot in the Ho-Oh, because I think the Ho-Oh is probably switching anyways. Switching Gastro. Oh, they're just leaving it in. Cool. That's totally fine with me. I don't actually have a problem with that, because at this point you're gonna eat like 3 Intimidates and have more Fake Out pressure. Like, that's great. We totally take those. I wonder what the Grim's gonna do here. I wonder if the Grim's gonna go for like a Spirit Break to break Sash. Smart play if he is. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. They're ready for the Encore now. They respect it. Do I want to bring in Sin? Do I want to bring in Zern? I like Zern here. They have Taunt. This would make them taunt me next turn. No, I'll bring Zapdos back in. I don't need to show it. They know I have Zern, but like, I don't need to bring it out yet. There's no reason to. Okay. Spirit Break, breaking that Sash. Yep, good play. So we'll actually just let that Grim take out from Burn, I think. And now we can just go straight into that Ho-Oh for the remainder of the game. So we can just go Thunderbolts and probably a hard switch out into Sin. Gonna be its 3rd attack drop. He can totally switch. There's nothing stopping him from switching. He's totally allowed to switch. And the key to this matchup is not losing a Mon. So you want to always have as many Mons as possible, because it might totally go to time because they are playing Ho-Oh. So that's why I'm not like letting any of my Mons really get within range of like a KO. That's why I'm really heavily utilizing the Zapdos that can use recovery moves and stuff. So there's an Amoonguss. You can definitely go for a Fake Out or a Flare Blitz into that slot. I want to see if they have U-turn on this Ho-Oh. I highly doubt it. Thunderbolt's going to do a decent amount, though. That's sick. That's great damage. Sacred Fire, and the Zap, we can heal that up, which is why, I have Zap in this situation. Oh, and nothing. So we can actually do a lot of cool stuff here. Let's see. I think I can actually just nuke that Amoonguss. Like, raw, hard. Light screen for 3 more turns? That's fine. I'm going to Flare Blitz into this Amoon, and I'm going to go for a Heat Wave. And it might not seem like the right play. Maybe it's not, actually. I'll Roost. No, that's correct. It's correct to Roost here. I thought about switching out, doing something different. Because I have a Wiki Berry, guys. I could soak a more Sacred Fire. Yeah, but I knew he was going to protect those, so I was thinking about Heat Waving for a little bit extra chip. But this is absolutely fine. I'll take a free Roost. And remember, we were using a Pressure Zap, not a Static Zap. So that's 2 Sacred Fires, right? And this is going to be 2 more, right? So he only has 2 more Sacred Fires as long as Zap's on the board. Like, I love this Zap and Sin combo. And he's pinned. He can totally switch in for Grim. I don't think they have it, Or not Grim, sorry. Gastro. I don't think they have Gastro. Don't think that they got it. So like, you can check out his Ho right here. Really weak. What is their last Mon? Is it Bisharp? I think if they had him on top, they would have been dropping an attack already. It might be Bisharp, which is why he's not being able to switch in here. I'm going to Flare Blitz and Heat Wave, though, to catch anything on the switch in, because the Heat Wave would be able to finish off the Grim if they did switch it in. Yeah, this is fine. They should be able to get the KO here. We're using a heavy attack instance, so we should be fine. And we'll draw Ho-Oh. Finally, right? Thank you. So Grim's going to actually get KO'd by this Heat Wave, which is going to be great. And Amoonguss is probably going to get KO'd as well. Heat Wave, I'd love to hit both. Bro, I needed that so bad. I needed that so bad. Because now Grim's going to be able to reset that screen, which is going to make this whole game a lot harder. But also, like, that cool thing about this was the Zapdos Heat Wave would have broke the Amoonguss' Aqua Berry if it was Aqua Berry. So that would have been really, really cool for us. Man, if that Grim went down there, talk about never lucky. Talk about never lucky. I think we're still fine. We just have to correctly utilize our Sin, and we'll be in a great spot. We just got to Parting Shot out, Detect, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, we don't even really need Xerneas to win this one, I don't think. There's the Bisharp. Knew they had that Bisharp. I absolutely knew it was there. I wonder if they have Fake Out here. I don't see a problem with going like just a raw Flare Blitz and a Heat Wave into that slot. I don't see an issue here. I think they're going to run. Bisharp's going to protect. Cool. You are going to lose your Grim if you play it like this. Maybe just do a fadeaway taunt in my Zap. That's fine. I'm going to switch that thing out into something the moment I'm a little bit threatened. Because they're going to be able to bring out a fresh Ho-Oh, and I can't Intimidate spam against Bisharp with the Well, I can't intimidate spam Ho-Oh with a bishop on the board. Man, my words are just not working. Forbot's going to get blocked. I think that's probably a Sash Bishop. I'm actually going to Thunderbolt into it. I'm going to Thunderbolt and Forbot's into it. I don't think that they have enough tools to break my Insyn, because I think if they were to have a Brick Break here, Bishop Brick Break shouldn't KO, because unless they're like Life Orb or something, it should just proc my Citrus Berry. Like, we should absolutely be fine to just go Flare Blitz plus Thunderbolt into that slot. And I think the only thing they could think about doing is going with a double protect, like Sacred Fire, crit, burn into my Zapdos. And that should just proc my Wiki Berry, to be completely honest. Yeah, Zapdos dummy thick right now. So let's see it. You're gonna play to your outs? Or we can get that big 4 stock with Encore Blacephalon, countering Ho-Oh. You'll love to see that. Making the magic happen with Encore, one of the best moves in the game. Thunderbolt, I didn't want to miss another Heat Wave. Yup, that's big damage. Assurance. Yeah, it's a little bit too speedy over there. That's a lot of damage in the Zap, though. Sacred Fire, he should be able to take out the Zap this turn. That's totally fine. Being able to break this Bisharp basically just means we can come in with whatever we want. We can go Protect, Parting Shot, bring it back in, Intimidate, Protect, Parting Shot, Protect, Parting Shot, and do all that stuff. So really, really good stuff. It sucks that we lost our Zap. That was their 6th Sacred Fire, so they only have 2 more left. So that's really, really good to see. And they did Sacred Fire there. I could Encore into Sacred Fire and just sit on this Insyn Blacephalon board for a while. And then it would run out of PP, and then it would Encore be over. It wouldn't be struggling. I'll just go with the Zern. It's fine. Yeah, and then I'll just Party Shot, bring in my Blacephalon. And if they want to go Protect or do something weird, then we're literally Party Shotting into Blacephalon. So let's see what they do. We just have to set up our Parting Shot cycle, if you will. And we'll be good to go. Yeah, Zern and Sin Blacephalon, not the greatest at dealing with Ho-Oh, but yeah, they know that they can't do it. At this point, we would actually, if this was a tournament setting, just time this person. But I'm not going to time somebody on the ladder if I don't have to. All right, another one of these Calyrex teams. The rematch. This is a different player, I think. I think this is a different player. But yeah, if they don't use Feeny correctly, Amoonguss kind of just rolls them over. If they do use Feeny correctly, I think Amoonguss is still really, really good. The best lead that this team can actually do is like Mimikyu and Sin, I think. And I almost want to say last time we went Insyn Zap. No, we didn't bring Zap at all. I think we went Insyn Amoon, and we went to like Spore their Mimikyu, which would have been a really good play. I think Blacephalon is still totally usable in this matchup if you can wait out the Trick Room. Suicune is still totally usable, I'm just not a big fan. And Xerneas can come in. And now knowing that they're Feeny, you know, we've just seen someone use this team recently. It's a Specs Feeny. It doesn't have Haze. So unless it's like someone using a team that's made to look the same and different, I think we can definitely be a big bully against like a Feeny that's Specs. I definitely think we can. I wonder if this guy's gonna use a little bit more Lurantis. I always want to get people started thinking about like what Pokemon like we see from the start will heavily influence like the Pokemon that we see in the back. Like we know they can only have so many options, right? So if the last guy for example, those that haven't seen that, he like Mimikyu and Sin, and turn 1 he like hard switched out for Feeny, right? And that stopped my Spore. So this guy's doing the same thing, right? And I was gonna say, like, let's say they led Lurantis Mimikyu. That would mean that they don't have room for either A, Feeny, or B, and Sin in the back, because they have to have their Calyrex. So we can just start thinking about that stuff. Like, they probably have Calyrex and Feeny in the back. I think if they had Lurantis, they'd probably be leading with it. And if they were using Alecki, they'd probably be leading with it. So we know that they have the Feeny in the back. We know that it's back there. Let's see what I want to get done here. Because we got super pinned last time. Like, super pinned. Man, I think I'm just going to Parting Shot into the Insyn, which is what I did last time. I'm going to play this exactly like I did last time. I don't think I'm playing the same person. We're playing a completely different time. It just seems like someone else using the same rental code. But I think Amoonguss is still really good in this matchup. So we'll see what's happening. And again, if this guy just wants to go for like a fake out, like into my Amoonguss, that's also fine. He doesn't know that we're Iron Ball, so protecting. Okay, are they just going for a freaking... Are you just Flare Blitzing me turn 1? Parting. Alright, cool. I want to see if they're bringing in Feeny right here. I would actually like to see Feeny right here. That'd be super sick, because we're getting an immediate Parting Shot off into it, and I think that'd be awesome, because we can actually just bring in our Zern, let them Geo up, and just go for like Pollen Puffs. Sorry, let ourselves Geo up. Yeah, this is totally fine. We can just break the Mimikyu Disguise next turn, Geo, and then be in an absolutely amazing spot, I think, because that Feeney's not doing him any favors. Especially being at -1. Yeah, the Trick Room's not even up yet. Let me think about this. I could just Encore. It's Mental Herb. Crap. We know that it is Mental Herb. Otherwise, I totally would. Bring in the Zern. Yeah, Zern should be fine. So we'll go Pollen Puff this turn into the Mimikyu to break this guy's Geo. Soak some damage on both these guys, mostly the Zern, and then next turn, just Zern's going to pop off really, really hard. It feels so weird to like actually use a Xerneas correctly here in Trick Room, but Amoonguss is just so good. It's so good. Let's see what they're doing. Their Trick Room's not up yet, so yeah, they have to switch out there for probably Incineroar. Calyrex, raw switch of the Calyrex, not bad. Okay. There's my Geo. Yeah, we already talked about this. We don't die from a +1 Glacial Lance. It doesn't kill us. We're just going to see what happens here. That breaks Disguise there. It's great. Next turn, they're going to Shadow Sneak their own Calyrex, who has significant HP and special defense investment. I don't know if I can KO with my Zern with a Moonblast from here. I don't know. I don't think that I can. Yeah, I was planning on the Feeny switching in there. Great play for them switching that in preemptively. And now they want to Shadow Sneak their Calyrex here. I can Rage Powder it. I don't think I break their Mimikyu, though, if I do that. And then just bring it Branther and Sim for free. I kind of want to stick damage here. Yeah, I can just Rage Powder away the Shadow Sneak. That works. Amoonguss big busted. Let's go. Let's do this. Shadow Sneak, where are you looking, Chief? I thought you were trying to proc a policy here. Not in my house. High horsepower, you thought I was gonna switch in and Sin? Nah, fam. How about you eat a Moonblast in the face? Boom. It's a lot of damage. We can just do the exact same thing. There's absolutely no reason not to just rinse and repeat that. We protect on both these monsters. Trick Room's starting to get it, you know, wind out. Don't really want to degleam yet. Don't have to start degleaming yet. They're a little bit lot pinned here. Good stuff for me. Even I can play standard when I have to. Yeah, there's the Rage Powder. They can totally click the Lance, but they just won't ever get their policy proc, right? Yep, there's a Sneak. I'm not going to let them have it. It's totally smart to do it just like this. Like, never ever let them have it. You can totally Lance, stick your damage into our Zern. It won't be able to KO. You're going to lose your restricted for it. And then we're basically just going to an endgame situation where I are restricted and you don't. Yep. So, peace out, Shadow Rider. Nice chilling nail all the way, though. Yeah, I love Shadow Rider. I actually think Shadow Rider's teams are built better without that Mimikyu. Because I feel like Mimikyu is super abusable in this format. It's not as good as it was in previous ones. There's so many mons that have like Terravolt, and if it's there to be proccing a policy, proccing policies just aren't the same as they used to be. I'm gonna bring Bucephalon out. It's better than Incin, because I can switch on the Incin if I have to. This is the last turn TR, so I can just go Protect. And if they go Fake Out with their Incin, I can then Encore into Fake Out. Oh, no Incin? Beanie time. Awesome, that's great. Love to see that from me. So Beanie can't even Protect. This is 2 turns on Trick Room. Okay, I thought there was 1 more turn. Crap. Crap. Let's see. That was a mistake from me. That's alright. Not the end of the world. Yeah, I messed up. I thought there was 1 more turn on Trick Room, not 2. Whoops! Whoopsies! Me looking to style with Bucephalon a little bit too much, I think. Trying to style with Bucephalon just a little bit too much. This is going to force him into Muddy Water too. Incin shouldn't die from this, like, at all. So we're fine. I just don't want to eat the damage on my Zern either. Like, I'm going to have to Fake Out Degleam next turn. Shadow Sneak, yeah, that works. Cool beans. They're trying to break Sash Death. I definitely couldn't have left the Bucephalon in, like, at all. I could have went Protect, double Protect, but this works totally fine. And they'll lock themselves into that move too. It's really, really good. Yeah, we just fake out D-Gleam. And then basically 2 D-Gleam should be enough to beat the Mimikyu. Mimikyu's double intimidated right now. You can use popular rental teams all day. But, like, I'm not going to let you have it, you know? Nice and Sin switching. You're not even wrong. Feeny can't protect, though, because it's big specs for using the same rental. So it's going to take a lot here. And the Feeny's locked into Moonblast, too, so it's, like, not even really optimal versus this board. So good damage on Feeny. And I probably think they were probably thinking I was going to tunnel into the Feeny and Moonblast it to get the KO. But, like, I didn't really want to. Like, you could fake out me here and do whatever you want. Doesn't really get you what you need. Alright, so we'll just protect here. Protect. We know that they're in Sin's faster than ours, so we can actually just slowly Parting Shot. We can soak the damage and Parting Shot in, bring our Cephalon in, and then, yeah, they just scooped out. Because when we had the Encore on the fake out pin, like, feels amazing, man. Feels amazing winning with, you know, some cool tech on... I would say it's a pretty standard team, like Zerna, Moongus, and Sin, you know, stuff like that. Pretty standard stuff, but, like, the Cephalon definitely does change how I personally play it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this little series. We're gonna go play one more game. We're gonna play one more game, and then we'll call it quits. Let's get into it. Here we go. So for all these, you know, me using memes, we're still actually pretty high in the ladder. You know, as of the time I'm recording this, I'm recording these on the 29th. So it's actually like the complete end of the month, which is like the hardest part to get high in the ladder. I think we're over 1,800 on Pokemon Home. So let's see if we can break into the top 300s for this game. Here we go. Here we go. Top 100 player. Yo, let's win. Great team. Love that for them. Zacian. I think that's great. A little bit of Perish potential from the Toad too. I think that's such a swag team. I've actually been wanting to test like Suicune here. Suicune is how you enable like the Cephalon to then like encore the weird stuff. Like that, like if Zacian goes for like sub or protect, we can Suicune Tailwind and then encore it. Like I really want to try this. So like these three together and then Zern. So basically my plan here is I'm going to lead Suicune with Cephalon. If they lead something like Aleki, we'll see what we do. But if they lead Rilla, I think that's fine. We just want to get our Tailwind up. Do I even want a Moongus? Moongus is okay here. I think we're in the Zap. Zap might be just a little bit better. Oh, this is going to be a weird game. This is going to be a weird game. This is, I made this team to play against this, but I wasn't expecting my first game to test against like a more meta squad to be against the person who's top 100 in the world with it. So we'll see how this goes. I think Cephalon can pop off if used correctly. Like, you're supposed to build your team around your restricted, so I'm building around Cephalon. That's the restricted of choice for me today. Zacian and Rilla, it's a great potential lead for me. They can't, see the thing is, they can't fake out the Rilla, they can't fake out the Cephalon, right? And if they want to double into that Suicune with like Wild Charge Grassy Glide, like go for it. They can't fake it out either as Inner Focus. So the way I'm looking at this is like, I should be able to get up a Tailwind. And like, this Heat Wave still cooks. Don't care if you're switching in Politoed. Like, it still chunks a lot. I guess they could double into my Cephalon, but like, come on, man. Don't do me like that. Tailwind, Heat Wave, right? Let's go. Let's click the buttons. They have to assume we're Scarfed too, right? You have to assume I'm Scarfed. Why else would I have it? There you go. I'm going to Encore that next turn, right? I'm using the fact that they're assuming I'm Scarfed. Can I please hit your Rilla, by the way? That would help me out quite a bit. Thank you. We take those. That's a lot of damage. That's totally fine. I'm not even trying to get KOs on this thing. I just wanted to... Yeah, well, that's a lot more... So it's vested and we get the burn. What is this luck? You know, I'm being rewarded for my good play right now. So, good job, me. Oh, I needed that burn so I didn't die too. Sick. Rilla down. Tailwind up. Encore coming out into Zacian next turn. Feels great to me, boys and girls. Wow. I'd be taking those all the way to the bank. Crit burn and the DC! Crit burn into the DC on the top 100 player? Salty Rage Quit. Even the world's best can't handle the rage. They didn't. That just shows they didn't bring Lucky. They're trying to DC to like save information, but the reason they're DCing there is because they don't have Lucky. Because they basically don't have anything to kill Suicune anymore. They have like Insyn. We take those. I'm gonna call it there. That's a win for me, boys and girls. Feels amazing. Thank you for watching. If if you guys want to use this team as a rental code, it'll be up on Patreon in just a couple days, so be patient. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Let's see if it updates my rank. Update me. Give me all of that person's points. They left. I know it normally takes like a while. People always say like, oh, I hate it when people rage quit. I don't get anything. You do get the points. They just take a while to like get added to your account. There we go. 234. Not even that bad. So we take those. Peace out, guys. I'll see you guys next time.